Welcome back guys to another edition of my SVR 2007 GM mode. We are SmackDown and we're going to be going in now to our first proper episode, but before we get to this week's action, as requested by some of you guys last week, we are quickly going to be adding a couple of cruiserweights to the SmackDown roster. As last week we actually only finished the draft with two superstars, that being Ray and Super Crazy. So a quick look in the free agents, a few not bad people there actually. William Regal, got Eminem tag team, maybe add them at a later date. But to add to the cruiserweight division, we have just signed Gregory Helms to a short-term deal. We're also going to be signing former ECW superstar Kid Cash to a short-term deal as well. So taking a look at my money, we're not exactly in the best situation going forward. We're going to have to be really taking advantage of the promos and trying to reclaim as much money as possible. But into the match card for tonight, match number 1, Rey Mysterio, who is the Cruiserweight Champion, is going to be facing Kid Cash. Match number 2 is going to be with the United States Championship on the line. The defending champion Bobby Lashley is going to be battling the £500 monster, the Big Show. As I said previously, we're struggling for money at the moment, so just to try and reclaim a little bit of money, we're going to be taking advantage of the promos. So an advertising promo is going to get us 150k. So I know obviously going forward we're going to be adding some storyline stuff in there, but now we need to get a bit of money. Match number 3, JBL versus Mr. Kennedy. Kind of an average looking match, but still, hopefully won't give too bad a rating. Match number 4 is going to be Chris Benoit versus Matt Hardy version 1. Again, for the second promo of the evening, we're going to be taking advantage and getting 150k. The first of our two main events, match number 5, Rated RKO, are going to be taking on the Brothers of Destruction in a tag team table match. Edge and Orton are the tag team champions, but this match is going to be non-title, so we'll see if the Brothers of Destruction can defeat the tag team champions, and if they can, then who knows, Kane and Undertaker can get a potential tag team title shot at the next pay-per-view. As you can see in the main event, it is going to be a steel cage match for the vacant SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship. It is going to be Kurt Angle taking on Shawn Michaels. So guys, I know I asked you last week the main event you all wanted to see on this edition of SmackDown. A lot of you guys asked for a Fatal 4-Way involving Angle, Michaels and The Undertaker, as well as Chris Benoit, who was surprisingly pretty popular. But the problem that I didn't realise I'd be having is that neither of the other two guys were actually world title contenders. Unfortunately, we've had to go with Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels one-on-one. But still, a Kurt Angle Shawn Michaels world title main event, most fans would kill for that match nowadays. So that should still be a superb main event for this first proper edition of SmackDown. Finalise the match card and let's find out who is going to be victorious in the opening contest of the night. So match number 1 is going to be Mysterio taking on Kid Cash. Non-title match of course, though Mysterio is a Cruiserweight Champion. Kid Cash making his SmackDown debut and defeating the Cruiserweight Champion. So that's a nice little feud developing there, so hopefully Kid Cash in the future is going to be getting a Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Moving on, match number 2, this one's for the United States Championship. The champion Bobby Lashley defending against the Big Show. Can Lashley overcome the £500 behemoth? We're about to find out. Can he do it? No, the Big Show, too big for Lashley, too powerful, and has defeated the champions. The Big Show, the brand new US champion. JBL Ken Kennedy. JBL picking up a nice win over Mr. Kennedy. Match number 4, Chris Benoit, like I said before, a surprising favourite from you guys, versus Matt Hardy, version 1 as I like to say. Matt Hardy, version 1, picking up a good victory over Benoit. Didn't expect that one. And then match number 5, the first of kind of like a double main event as I'm calling it. Rated RKO, Edge and Randy Orton versus the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. No tag team titles on the line though, but can The Undertaker and Kane defeat the tag champs? We are about to find out now. Nope. Edge and Randy Orton picking up a gigantic non-title win in that tag team tornado table match, defeating the Brothers of Destruction. Main event time, steel cage match, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It is going to be Kurt Angle taking on Shawn Michaels. So let's get to ringside and get this main event underway. Kurt Angle now making his way to the ring. It's been a long time since we've seen Angle in a WWE ring, and we're probably never going to see Angle in the WWE ever again now, I would assume, at least until maybe he retires and maybe a future Hall of Fame induction. Nonetheless though, on the SmackDown General Manager mode, Kurt Angle was one of our huge superstars on the roster, hence his participation in this World Championship matchup. But his opponent is going to be no slouch. Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels making his way to the ring, former multiple-time WWE Champion. He's actually a former one-time World Champion as well. That one particular World Heavyweight Championship reign coming at the expense of Triple H back at the Survivor Series 2002. So Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, cage match, main event on SmackDown with a vacant World Championship on the line, kind of decided by you the viewers. I did kind of explain before, you guys kind of wanted a fatal 4-way involving HBK, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit and the Dead Man. But we weren't able to do that, but we've still got kind of what you guys asked for, so hopefully you guys will still enjoy this main event. Kurt Angle, HBK. Match underway now. Angle with the Irish Whip. HBK ducking it though and managing to hold on to the ropes. But Angle back in control. A big knee to the gut, picking HBK up on the shoulders. Oh, HBK in trouble. Sent down on that fireman's carry. But like I said, HBK no slouch, fighting back. The former champion with a chop to Angle, but Angle with a chop back. Ric Flair style and kind of Benoit style as well. Like I've been saying, you guys seem surprisingly keen on Chris Benoit being a big part of this GM mode. So I was thinking maybe next week we could have Kurt Angle versus Benoit in the main event. But every single week I'm going to be letting you guys pick the main event. But more on that coming as we progress through the rest of this episode. Currently HBK in control, work on the leg of Angle, but Angle kicking out of it. Oh, goes for a kick to the gut, can't quite connect HBK. Big punch to the face, Angle with a punch back, a couple of blocks. Once again, Kurt Angle, that big knee to the gut of HBK. Who is going to leave tonight's edition of SmackDown as the World Champion. We are surely not too far away. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this first proper episode of GM so far. Obviously the previous episode was kind of the draft. So this is the proper first edition of SmackDown itself. HBK continuing the assault on Angle, but Angle, as technical as they come, arguably the best wrestler on this roster. Like I did say, Benoit up there as well. But HBK with a famous type maneuver by former DX member Billy Gunn. Bit of history there. Both men kind of stumbling around, the effects of a steel cage match already apparent, but Kurt Angle with that big belly to belly sending Shawn Michaels halfway across the ring. And now Angle patiently trying to get HBK to his feet before taking him down once again with that vintage European uppercut. Go for the ankle lock, but HBK kicking them off. Of HBK you can see not in particularly good condition, struggling to get back up, but he finally does. Big chop to Angle. Nature Boy style chop. Of course, Nature Boy Ric Flair over on the Raw side, I believe, along with John Cena, Triple H, Batista, and so on. But at the end of this episode, we're actually going to be going to take a look over on the Raw side and take a look at the debut edition of Raw. And we'll find out what matches the GM on that side decided to make. Back into this one. HBK the roll up. 1, 2. Oh, nearly a free count by referee Nick Patrick. But we continue. HBK Angle main event here on SmackDown. Vacant world title on the line. And now that cage coming into play. Angle sending HBK face first into that still. Again, Kurt Angle working on the legs of HBK. We know in the past Shawn Michaels has had a couple of issues with those legs, which Kurt Angle is keen to take advantage of, just like he's doing now. His famous submission maneuver locked in. The ankle lock locked into HBK Shawn Michaels. Is Kurt Angle going to become the brand new World Heavyweight Champion? HBK struggling. Is he going to tap out? Not this time at least. HBK finding a way out of that patented ankle lock. And now fighting back. Throwing Kurt Angle face first into the still that time. Both these guys locking up. Oh, sweet chin music from nowhere. The Heartbreak Kid with a sweet chin music to Kurt Angle. HBK, new world champion. Referee counting. A very, very slow count. Only getting a 2.5. HBK coming so close. Referee Nick Patrick. We've got to say with a mighty slow 2 count there. But still, we do continue. Angle. Back in control, a big clothesline, a second clothesline, taking the lifeless HBK down. Again, going for the ankle lock for the 3rd time in this contest. HBK though getting out of it again, but HBK not looking very good at all. HBK in a bad situation, just having his face kicked into that still. HBK isn't moving, this could be over. And it is, thanks to a couple of belly to bellies, a few versions of the ankle lock, and a few slams into that still. HBK has been defeated by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle is our brand new and debut World Heavyweight Champion on this GM mode. What a main event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But now we are going to go back and just quickly recap the happenings on this week's SmackDown. We're going to quickly move on now and take a look at this week's news. I can't actually remember whether I mentioned it at the top of the show or not, but I did go into free agents and bring Eddie Guerrero into this GM mode. So from next week, as you just read, we can sign Eddie Guerrero. Whether that's a good idea or not, considering our money situation, not quite sure. Maybe you guys can let me know about that. But let's have a look at the Raw results to see what our competition managed to muster this week. So, in a weird match, Chris Masters defeating Lita. Definitely a strange one there. Trish Stratus defeating the Boogeyman. Who the hell's booking these matches? Hornswoggle? A couple of really strange matches there though. Match number 4, a bit more of a normal match. Evolution's Batista and Triple H defeating Carlito and Finlay. Next match on Raw. A triple threat steel cage match. Umaga defeating Booker T and Ric Flair. And in Raw's main event, which got 3 stars, just like 3 of their matches in total, the team of John Cena and Rob Van Dam defeating Mick Foley and Chavo Guerrero. Kind of a bit of a weird pair in there. But still, I guess a solid main event according to the fans. It's got a 3-star rating. So hopefully our main event got more than 3 stars, as we're going to quickly go over now and see exactly what we got. So, Mysterio, Kid Cash got 2.5, kind of average, not too bad at all. As did match number 2 when Bobby Lashley was defeated by Big Show, so Big Show new US champion. A couple more 2.5-star matches, and then the first of 2 main events, Rated RKO, Undertaker and Kane tag team table match getting a 3-star, so 3 stars not too bad at all. And in the main event there, the best match of the week, whether it's on Raw and SmackDown, it's got the best rating. Kurt Angle defeating Shawn Michaels for the vacant world title has got a 4-star rating. But anyway guys, that is bringing an end to this edition of my GM mode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know all your feedback and your thoughts on the episode. Also give me some tips about how we can improve this GM mode, because as I said last week, I'm kind of brand new to this, so any feedback is going to be much appreciated, because in all honesty I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. So if you're a brand new subscriber, then please feel free to subscribe for future WWE gaming goodness. If you're already a current subscriber, then you are much appreciated, and I really hope you enjoyed this latest episode of GM Mode. But until the next time, this has been 101, and I will see you on the next one.